Every single year, it feels like we have to spend more just to get the same life that we had last year, and here's why. Yes, wages in the US has gone up. That is true. But the cost of everything else has gone up even faster. Over the past few years, we've watched inflation hit 40-year highs. Everything from rent, groceries, gas, healthcare, insurance, and so much more. Every single spending category has gone up, while companies haven't even gave raises that came close to matching the cost of living. At the end of the year, your paycheck may save 5% more or a few dollars more per hour, yes, but if your expenses went up 9%, then you're losing 4% in real life. That's why so many people say, I'm earning more, but it still feels like I'm poorer. Because it's true. You're basically earning a shrinking version of that same dollar. Millions of people are living through this exact reality and don't even realize it. And that's why you came across the right video, because today I'm talking about how wage growth is losing to inflation, how it's shrinking your real income, and what you can do to protect yourself. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. Why wage growth is stagnant. Here are a few real reasons why wage growth can't catch up. Number one, companies are prioritizing profit margins. When you look at a company's financial, the most expensive piece of an entire financial statement are people like you and me. Within your entire compensation package, you have two pieces. One is your salary. Let's say that every single year you earn $50,000 within your salary. But let's also say that you're full-time and you receive benefits. Typically, that's around 30% extra on top of your base salary. And those benefits includes taxes, healthcare, and retirement contributions. So that has added on another $15,000 to the company's financial once everything's added in. And to the CEO that's running the company, they're thinking strategic. Unfortunately, that CEO rather pay for automation, software, or outsource contracts that don't get sick days or benefits. Take automation for an example. It removes tasks that humans used to do. If software can perform 20% of your job, companies aren't going to give you 20% more of a raise. They're just going to bank the savings and keep the difference. And then they'll take that 20%, reinvest it into the company, and grow it even faster. And by the way, if you check out this video above, I'll talk about the rise of AI agents and how they're literally doing the same thing I was just talking about. But don't worry, they're not coming for your job. If you can't beat them, just join them and learn how to use AI agents to make your job and your business even easier. But once you check out the video, let me know your thoughts. But back to how companies adjust salaries each and every year, they typically lag inflation by a year or two. And what I mean by that is your salary won't catch up to inflation that same year that they're giving you a raise. Even in banking, where I've seen salaries get compared behind the scenes, I've seen leaders and companies be very cautious. The impact on everyday life. This is where it hits home. When inflation outruns wages, your lifestyle doesn't just slow down. It erodes. Number one, rent renews and jumps up $200 to $300. Number two, those same groceries that used to cost $80 now cost $115. Number three, insurance bills climb, childcare climbs, medical bills climb. And even when you least expect it, yes, your basic car maintenance, that price climbs as well. The other day, I had to get my car repaired, and even while comparing dealerships with other car maintenance shops, the prices were the same. So that just proves that the prices increase everywhere and everyone is feeling it. Even if people are doing everything right, life still feels like it's harder to maintain now. And deep down, we oftentimes begin to doubt ourselves. And over time, it creates stress, burnout, in a sense that we're failing, but we're not. But the real problem is the system, not the individual. And if you're listening to this and thinking, this is literally me, that's the reason that Money Talks Media exists. This channel is here to give you confidence, clarity, and direction that most people don't have access to. And once you start understanding what's actually happening to your money, it gives you access and control to start making better decisions so that you can get ahead of it. Now, let's break down the opportunities that's hidden inside of all of this mess. Industries and jobs where wage growth is keeping up. Let me make this clear. Not all fields are losing to inflation. Industries like tech, finance, and healthcare are keeping up with wage growth. And also, as we think about skill trades like electricians, HVAC, and welding. In these industries that I just mentioned, they reward skill, specializations, and certifications, things that outflation can't outrun. And right now, if you feel like you're in a role where raises are symbolic and not strategic, this is your sign. Take action right now. Upskill, certify, pivot. Do whatever you need to do. Just don't let your job title become your long-term financial growth. And while you're building your career, also build multiple streams of income. And if you need a reminder on what that means, I encourage you to check out this video above. It's where I talk about how to maximize your earned income from your job and also create multiple streams on the side. But of course, once you watch the video, let me know your thoughts. Strategies to protect your income. If your wage growth isn't keeping up, here's how you flip the math. Start by tightening your budget without suffocating your happiness. Cut the things that you don't care about or what's not important or urgent right now. This gives room so that you can afford more things that you do care about. And as it relates to your job, renegotiate your salary with logic, not emotion. Don't go to your manager crying saying that you watched this video and that I told you to do this. Actually go do research and look at the real market rates by industry and by role. Show what you've saved or improved over time. And most importantly, bring your receipts. These could either be digitally or on paper. And regardless, be sure to put the time and date stamps on which you've made those improvements. Because one of the biggest things that your company cares about is what value you brought to the organization. And then while you're negotiating, find a way to build an extra stream of income. This is what I was referring to earlier. And don't try to focus on too many at once. Focus on one at a time. And I will focus on learning everything you can about that one stream of income for an entire year, and then move on to the next. That alone will flip your financial trajectory. In a world where wages feel stagnant, breathing room becomes your strategy. Now let's wrap this up with investing as a hedge against inflation. Now let's talk about long-term protection. With inflation, it typically pushes your expenses up, but with assets, they tend to rise with inflation or faster. Assets include index funds, ETFs, REITs, or even simple real estate deals. And these are investment vehicles while you're working and negotiating your salary. You don't need to try to time the market. You just need to actively participate in it. Investing builds the cushion that your paycheck alone can't. The bigger picture and what this means for your future. The old formula does not work anymore. Go to school, get a job, rely on raises, save a little, and then retire. That old system, it gets crushed whenever prices grow way faster than wages. The new formula is awareness plus action. Understand how the economy is shifting. Position yourself in fields where your wages can grow. Build income that's not tied to one employer. Let investments grow in the background while you build skills in the foreground. Drop in a comment below, what is something that you learned today that you didn't know before? I'm excited to read your comments. But as always, appreciate your support. I hope you take care, and I'll see you in the next one.